In this video, we're going to show you how to create covers for your ebooks. Now this is very, very simple. You can either create the covers before you create the book, or you can create the book, generate it, save it, go and create your cover, then go back into the book and apply it to the book. Okay, so you can do it before or after, depending on your process. So we go here to eCover Create on the left hand side. We're going to be brought up to this page. Now this will display all the covers that you do create. And the first thing you need to do is you need to click on the Setup button here. This is going to come up with a pop-up which is asking for some codes, which says user ID and a key. At the top, you just need to click on this button here which says register. It's going to take you to another website where you're just going to sign in. You don't have to pay anything, you just need to sign in, and then you're going to get these codes. So you're going to click here and you're going to get this sign up here or login. I'm just going to click login because I've already signed up, but just once you add email and a password, you're going to be presented with this page. You're going to get a user ID and you're going to have the API key. You're going to be able to copy them and then come back, paste them in here, click save. Super simple, just takes a couple of seconds. So once that's out of the way, we go over to the right hand side. You can see here create eCover, and you've got a number of different options depending on what you want to do. I'm going to click on flat cover, and we have a variety of different templates that we can select. The first thing that we need to do is we need to come up with a name so that when we're looking in the page that we just showed you, we can differentiate between the different covers that we create. I recommend that you just keep with the settings that are there. You can go with a blank template, or you can go with one of these other templates here and just edit them if that is what you want to do. Okay, so just say for example, I'm just going to click on this one and you get a little blue line around it. Then we're going to click create, and this is going to open up the editor, and then we can start creating. One thing to bear in mind is that the page needs to be at 100% zoomed in. So in your URL at the top, or depending on what browser, you're going to have some kind of zoom settings. And you need to make sure that's 100%, because when you save it, it will save it with the zoom in mind. Okay. Now you can see that we've got our cover there, and we've got different elements. As I click on them, you can see on the right hand side, settings appear, and you can see these blue lines appear around the element. So we've got shapes, we've got text. Okay. We've also got a background image, and here on the left hand side we've got our layers palette, so we can click to duplicate them if we want. I'm just going to cross that off. So we can also move them about if we have different images that we want to show, but of course we can actually delete things if we're not too happy. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm just going to double click, and then I can highlight that, and I'm just going to write email, and then here I'm going to put in marketing, and on this one I'm going to write secrets, for example. Now we can see that this one has gone too big, so I'm just basically going to just use what we've got there, and I'm going to change this so it's about the same size. I think that looks good. Same thing, I could do the same thing. I can make this one big just by pulling, dragging, and then here I can put in a name. There we go. Likewise, I can change the color, so I can click on these texts here, and I can go to the right hand side and I can choose colors. What should we go with? Red. You've got stroke, you've got stroke size, you've got opacities. There's a lot of different things that you can play about with to get different bits and pieces. We've got the top here, we've got background, So if we want to actually change the background that we've got there, I can click there and I can go to some background templates and see what is there. I can flick through these, or I can search on Pixabay or Flickr. So let me just see if I search for email, click on the search on the right hand side, see what we get. So you can get a variety of different things. I think I'm just going to click on this one for now. Then I'm going to scroll down the page and use background image. And it just replaced that image that we had there in the background, okay? Likewise, I could add additional images to this page, okay? So I can click on image, and then I can click on search, and I can search for, what should we search for? Search for email again. Click search, see if there's something. Just say it's like this logo here. Click use image. It's just gonna put it right there in the middle, and then what I can do is I can change it. And where would that look good? Maybe we just put it there. But as I was just talking about just a moment ago, it puts this on the top. So where we see on the left hand side, it says image. This is the one that we're talking about, okay? Now what I can do is I can pull that down through the layers, and it should go behind everything now. So you can see that if I wanted it to be partially obscured, for example, you might just want it to be behind. You might want to add an image, just say for this portion here, this square behind where it says email marketing secrets, you might want to put a specific image in that location, and you want to put it behind the text. So you add it and then you drag it beneath it. Very, very simple, okay? Likewise, if we want to add some more text, I click on the text there. And I can put in, brand new book. I can click add text there. You can see it's put it in there. Quite small for now. But what I can do is I can just drag it like we've done in the past. And I can just put it there. I can go here, I can change the font. So what should we put it? Put it like that. I can then go and get shapes, and I can get rectangle. It's inputted there, for example, and I'm going to put it there, and then I'm just going to drag that all the way across to the top. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag that beneath the text that we added before. Awesome. Okay, so as you can see, you can play about with this. You can add images, you can add text, you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. You know, we can click on these boxes and we can change the opacity, you know, so we can see beneath it. We can add a shadow. There's a lot of different things that we can do to make some really, really great looking covers. Okay, so once we're happy with this, what we do is we click save and close. It's going to save, and then we're going to go back to the page, and you can see that we've now got the cover that I just created, and we've got a couple of options here. So we can download it in JPEG or PNG if we want to download it to our computer. We've got some information about when it was created, and then we've got some actions here, so we can preview it. We can see it looks great. Or the other options were we can go back and edit it, or we can actually delete it if we're not too happy. Now it's done. You can go ahead, you can create your book and add it, or if you already created it, you can go back and edit your book and apply this as the cover. Okay, and we'll show you that in creating the ebook.